Hey y'all, welcome to Sunshine Haze. This is Aja A. And as you see tarot cards on your screen, you know that it is now time for a tarot forecast for a new moon, a new lunar cycle. Excuse me. This video is for Aquarius, Aquarius Sun, Aquarius Moon, Aquarius Rising. So before I even get started, if you feel like what I'm saying in the video doesn't resonate with you, go on and check out your moon and rising sign. I have a link down in the description box to a playlist with all of those tarot forecasts for this new moon in Aries. So yeah, we are coming into a new lunar cycle in Aries, new beginnings, beginning of the astrological year, springtime, all that good stuff. If you want some more information on what this new moon in Aries actually means, go on and check out my tarot forecast for the new moon in Aries. I'm sorry, what am I talking about? Sorry, my dog is doing something weird. I got distracted. If you're interested in learning a little bit more about what this lunar cycle has to do with our lives, go on and check out my video for the new moon in Aries. I have a link down in the description box for that as well. All right, guys, so let's just get straight to it. I'm going to do a quick little 5-card spread for you, which has to do with the energy that's coming in for you during this time, anything that may be crossing you, Aquarius. And because we are dealing with Aries, we're going to look at new opportunities or any actions that you may need to take during this time, and then also your personal self-healing. And as I always do in all of my spreads, a little soul message card at the end. That could be for your higher self or whatever, however you want to interpret it. Just some general insight, a message that needs to be communicated to you, okay? All right, so okay, Chelsea. I don't know what you was gonna do with my laptop, girl. The dog is so funny. All right, let's go on and finish shuffling for you guys. Some positive Aquarian energy, Aquarian Sun, Aquarian Moon, and Aquarian Rising. See what's in store for y'all during this next lunar cycle. So mid-April to mid-May. I don't know if y'all can hear her drinking her water. She was chilling until I did the Aquarius video. So I wonder what's popping off for y'all during this Aries lunar cycle. All right. A little bit more. Chelsea, watch out. A little bit more shuffling for you, Aquarius. And then I think we can go on and cut the deck. All right. All right, Aquarius, what's popping for you? That's a good card. And I will go through all of these cards as I pull them up to the screen for you, okay? Spread's looking pretty good so far. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. Okay, Aquarius. We are in an 11 year. It is a soulmate year. Okay. All right, let's go on and talk you guys through this. You only have like one crazy card, one all shit card. So the first card that I have coming up for you guys in your spread is the 3 of Wands. And this is the energy for you guys during this time, okay, Aquarius? And the 3 of Wands is, I do like this card a lot. It has to do with planning out the future. So this Aries lunar cycle for you, it is the beginning of the new astrological year. It's the beginning of spring. This, and Aries is the first sign of the zodiac. This is all about new beginnings, fresh starts, all that good stuff. So what it's looking like during this lunar cycle for you guys, Aquarius, is that you're going to take this time to get yourself prepared for a new start. So you may have a lot of ideas popping up for you during this time, a lot of connections with people that are going to, in the future, prove to be, you know, either work connections or, you know, very important relationships for you. And it all has to do with setting you up for what's to come, okay? Really good. That's a good energy. I like that. That's a very progressive energy for you Aquarians during this time. All right, so the second card that I have coming up for you guys is coming in the position that is crossing you, and I'm so sad to see an ace card here because I really like the ace cards. So you've got the Ace of Swords, and the Ace of Swords, I'm sorry, the sword suit is the air suit, which has to do with our mental, our peace of mind, and our perspective. So crossing you, coming up in the position of what's crossing you, what I would have to say for that is, because you are trying to plan for the future and okay, so let me talk a little bit more about this card. If you look at this card, it's kind of like it's just a little window, just a small window out into what is about to go down for you, okay? So there's not a lot of clarity there. You are determined, but it's kind of just like I can only see through the peephole. The Ace of Swords coming up in the position that's crossing you is kind of telling me that, you know, this peephole might be really small. Like you actually may not have any kind of idea how to go about all these ideas that you have. And you guys are air energy, so you tend to put your energy out into the world in a lot of different ways in a lot of different places, and sometimes that can be a little chaotic, can cause a little bit of, you know, becoming a little scatterbrain. And you actually have the scatterbrain card in this spread too. So it's looking like you may be struggling with gaining clarity on how to approach the situations that you are trying to put in to play. The Ace of Swords, when it comes up, it typically points to somebody being able to see situations for what they are, understanding the moves that they need to make, and having a clear head. However, it's coming up in your challenge position, so things might be a little hazy for you Aquarians during this time, but just keep in mind that it's not anything super bad that's going on. It's just, you know, you're trying to plan ahead and you're just getting a little a little tripped up over how to go about doing that, or, you know, exactly what it is that you need to start planning. All right, also the third card that I have in the spread for you is the Father of Pentacles. I have the Wild Unknown Tarot deck, so this is actually the King of Pentacles, and this is in the position of action that you may need to take, or new opportunities coming in for you. So because this is a court card, I have a couple of different interpretations for it. The first one being, it could actually be a person, excuse me, it could be a person coming in for you that either has some information for you or could point you towards this clarity, or it could be somebody that you end up working with, especially because it's in the Pentacle suit. The Pentacles is the Earth suit, has to do with our foundations, stability, relationships, finances, everything that has to do with how we set our lives up. So it could be somebody coming in who has some information for you or who has an opportunity for you, and it being the Father of Pentacles, we could be talking about an older or a more mature male, not necessarily a male, but more of a reserved energy. And somebody who is entrepreneurial, I can't talk, entrepreneurial, and kind of takes on that slow and steady wins the race type of mindset. Now, on the other hand, this coming in this position could just point to, you know, an action that you need to take, Aquarius. You're an air sign. So air is, say air and water are alike. You guys tend to just kind of say water goes wherever the water, what am I trying to say? Water people go with the flow. Air people go wherever the wind takes them. That's how we tend to live our lives. I don't have air in my chart, but you guys are very similar to water in that way. So this coming up could say, hey, Aquarius, you might need to take a little bit of time to ground yourself. You might need to take a little bit of time to stop putting so much energy out there. You guys are the sign of the collective that deals with the collective. So this could be saying, you know, okay, Aquarian, it's time for you to start focusing on what you're actually doing, what you need to do, as opposed to mixing and mingling. Maybe might be the time to take a step back and chill out a little bit and say, okay, what needs to get done? That Father of Pentacles coming up, and it having that energy of the King of Pentacles. After you figure out what needs to be done, you actually have that energy and the ability there to build on it. All right. Fourth card for you guys, and it's been a few people that got this card in their spreads for Aries. So as I was saying earlier, it's definitely an 11 year, and the vibes of the 11 as far as love goes are very intense. This is considered a soulmate year. Also with Jupiter being in Scorpio, definitely considered a soulmate year. This is coming up in your position of self-healing. So it's very interesting. Two messages that I get from that. The first one that popped into my head when I first pulled the card was, Aquarius, you may have you might be carrying around a lot of hurt from past relationships, or a lot of anger or a lot of sadness from your previous situations that you need to figure out how to work through and release. And we have the full moon coming up at the end of the month in Scorpio. So if that is the case, that you really need to tap into what it is that you need to work through right now. On the other hand, it could also be because Aquarians, I was talking to somebody about this the other day. I was like, listen, I love everybody, but I do notice that I clash a lot with Aquarius people. I love how active you guys are, how you really are involved in the world. But when it comes down to logic, I am always so confused. And that's almost literally every Aquarian that I know. I'm not surrounded by a lot of Aquarians, but like almost everyone that I've gotten to know well, I've been like, Brennan, B, I love you, but me and your logic, I don't know how we got so close. But with that being said, if it's not you that's working through the hurt, it could be very possible that the situations that you were in, you caused a lot of pain to somebody else. And this could just be saying, it's time for you to mend those relationships. It's time for you to take a step back and look at yourself and say, okay, what did I do wrong as far as my relationships go? And how can I fix that? How can I, one, forgive myself for it. Two, smooth things out with the other parties. And that doesn't necessarily mean you need to reach out to your exes, but you could do some cord cutting meditations. You could do some like forgiveness meditations. You could write down some intentions on, I put into the world that if I've affected anybody romantically or, in deep connections that, they're not carrying around that weight anymore. Whatever you feel like you need to do, Aquarius, go with your heart, go with your first mind. And then lastly, for this card, what it really, really could mean is you might have a soulmate coming in. Did I say this already? I don't think I said. If I did, I'm sorry. You may actually have a soulmate coming in, or a couple soulmates coming in during this time. You guys are the air, so it might be a few soulmates for you. But this person or these people or whoever this is coming in for you could actually help you on your personal healing. They could be somebody that opens your eyes to ways to work through the things that you carry around, which is really good. If you're going to be in a relationship, I always say it needs to be beneficial to your growth. So this is, if it is somebody coming in, it's looking like it's going to be somebody that will help you grow. Cash, cash. A dash dash. Yo, Cardi's album, y'all know I'm a hip-hop journalist. I'm a journalist, but I really do entertainment journalism as well. And I love Cardi B. I've been rocking with her since, she was putting her videos up on Instagram. But I am so proud of that girl. I am so happy for her, and I like her album. Sidebar, back to your reading. Last card that I have coming up for you is in the position of your soul message, and it's the Five of Wands. And as I said, you guys had the Scatterbrain card. This is the Scatterbrain card. What I think that card is... Hey, now. They're outside, girl. Sorry, y'all. Go sit down, mama. What that card is pointing to is, because you have this like little kind of hazy vision as far as, the future goes. Chelsea. Hey. All right, I'm gonna have to, hold on. Sorry, y'all. Go on. My bad, y'all. What was I talking about? The Five of Wands. Five of Wands. Okay, so that's the Scatterbrain. That's the Scatterbrain card, and I believe that's coming up in the soul message for you because you have a little bit of haziness regarding your future, regarding how you want to plan the future. You don't have quite the clarity that you need just yet. So sometimes when that happens, especially because you are an air sign and because you are the sign of the collective and you send your energy out into so many people, into so many projects, this is just saying, hey, Aquarius, you really do need to maybe take this time to focus on yourself a little bit and really get yourself grounded so that you can do all those things that you like to do with the collective. That's what y'all do. You guys are out there to help advance us and help, bring ideas and help us be cohesive. The Aquarius is all about, you know, how to fit in with the collective and how to make the collective move throughout the Chelsea. Sorry. This is just saying, you know, watch your energy. Be mindful of how you're spending your energy, because I said this about another sign too. You know, you might put so much out there that you just forget about yourself, and then you don't have the desire to work on you or to heal yourself. So just be very mindful of what you're doing during this new moon in Aries. And if you start to feel like, hey, I'm giving out too much, it is completely okay for you to reel it back. People might be upset, but you know, you really can't help people out in the world until you have helped yourself and until you are content and in your own peace of mind. So just keep that in mind as far as this new Aries cycle goes, because it is bringing in new beginnings for you. You will gain some clarity. Just understand that it may move a little bit slower than you are anticipating, because you've got the Father of Pentacles there, kind of, as I said, a steady energy. All right, guys, if you like that reading, but you're interested in learning a little bit more or delving a little bit deeper, go on and book a reading with me through my Etsy shop, or you can send me an email. I take payment through Cash App, or you can send me a message on Instantgo. If you like this reading, go on and hit that little thumbs up button for me. If you have any questions or comments, go on and drop them down below. I do check my channel every couple of days, so I will respond to you. Unless you post some wild shit on my page, I'll delete it. Or you meet Mercury in Leo, Ajay, which, you know, a lot of y'all don't like that person. So let's just keep it positive energy only. I actually try to stray from going all crazy on people, you know, spread love, all that. If you feel moved to share this with any of your Aquarian friends, I would really appreciate you. I'm still surprised at how often you guys share my videos. But that's how I'm building my business. That's how I'm growing my business, you know, word of mouth. Y'all putting me all over the internet. I do appreciate it. And anything else, y'all? I think that's it. Oh, go on and subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already, especially if you like these tarot videos. Thank y'all for watching, and I'll see you next time.